Hey everyone, Trail Ducker here, doing another Design League 4.2 playthrough, this time of Terps Hoops. Um, so, let me, make sure I'm on back tees, pin 3, set the wind speed to low. And I'll put on a little tunes and begin my round. So yeah, this is the fair play competition where people weren't allowed to use hazards and had to create strategy with just their fairway and green sculpting. So zooming out, the perimeter planning is nice. Did more in that aspect than some of the other entries and added a little clubhouse castle thing with another bigger one down here. So just doing that little bit is more than some people did. A little more could have been done to heighten it, but not bad. I will say the lighting is... Sorry, my mouse is... Alright. I will say the lighting is too low. You can't really see the contours made, except like in that area, so that I think is hurting you, because I can't really quite tell. The routing's also a little funky as this green, which I think is the 5th green or 6th green? 5th green, I think. It's right in the driving area of this. So a lot of people drive and end up there, hit off that green to the first green. This dip in the fairway, I get what you're trying to do. It's a bit too jarring, and then it's also... Yeah, it's a bit too jarring. Just, it doesn't look realistic. But I get what you're doing. It's one of the better holes in the competition in terms of like using the fairway as a hazard. But more could have been done in that aspect. But besides that, there isn't... It's basically just hit it straight, stay on that upper, which is pretty wide, so you have to really hit a bad shot to get hit down there. And then the rest of it's pretty flat and simple. So I think more could have been done to create strategy there. So there is that kind of dip in the fairway. I don't know if it actually creates any sort of hazard to try to avoid, though. Really, this green kind of asks you to hit way over here. So that's what I'm going to do. And across the board in this competition, all 8 entries, I would say the same thing, where more cohesiveness and coordination of the strategy between the green slopes around the green, and the fairway slopes at the driving area, landing zone, just could have been coordinated better. There's not a lot of hit it here for the preferred angle, or hit or miss-hit here and you have a more difficult approach shot. More could have been done there across the board. for the most part, your sculpting does look natural, but there is some aspects of it where you can really see the brushes used. So those aspects, like around here, those kind of tiered slopes by the green, you could really tell the brushes and that you kind of just used one brush raised and then widened it and raised again. So that could have been smoothed out much better to make it look more natural. So you can kind of see it a little bit here. You can really see your brush stroke. So that could have been done a little more smooth. Green seems a little bit big. This is a little bit kind of pick one side or the other, just so you're not in that weird dip. But besides that, there's not a lot to like really dictate where you drive to in terms of strategy of the whole. So yeah, par 5s are the trickiest in this competition, but a little more could have been done with the sculpting around this green and making it a little bit tighter, and just so that you have a question of if you want to just blast 3-wood or lay up. Yeah, I remember this. I don't know why I guess you're trying to say hit to that spot, but there's no real reason for me to not just hit 3-wood down this way. Just seems like the play every time. So that waypoint way over there just kind of seems unnecessary. Well, if I could chip... I guess I was thinking that was a pitch. And that it would stop sooner than it was. Last hole, kind of the same. This, I like the thought of it. It could be a little more exaggerated, but you can also see the brush strokes that you did, so that could have been coordinated a little bit better. Not bad in whole variety of lengths, so good job there. And yeah, you had a little bit more to the environment than some of the other competitions, and you were thinking about it in the right view. I just feel a little more massaging, a little more working and trying to tie down each hole strategy could have been utilized to really make it a contender. But yeah, thank you for the entry, and see you next time.